Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for, this is for mid-August 2024, wrong camera, and still wrong camera, there we go. You have this Spirit World card. It says your spirit guides are sending you helpful people and opportunities your way. You also have this Leo card that says courage. It says boost your courage so you can put yourself out there in a big way. So you are clearly being guided right now, and this could be through like signs, symbols, synchronicities, things like that. So I would be trusting, those sign, symbols, synchronicities that you are getting at this time, because they're probably guiding you towards something bigger. With the Wheel of Fortune, we want to live at the center of the wheel. When we live at the center of the wheel is always spinning around us, but we can see the good things and the bad things that are coming into our life. And the whole point of living at the center of the wheel is that, when good things start, heading towards us, we double down on the good stuff and we expand it, we make it more. When challenges show up, we take care of those things very, very quickly. Because usually challenges turn into much bigger challenges if we don't take care of them. It's like, if you think about it, if you ignore a bill, for example, it just becomes a bigger bill, right? So we take care of things as quickly as we possibly can. Now, people say to me, like, I can't pay my bills. And I always say to those people, well, we can still take care of them very quickly. You can call the person that, your bank or whoever has your bill, and you can try to negotiate something. And even if it doesn't work, at least you tried. But for the most part, if you call, the company that has a bill that you can't pay, most of these companies are willing to negotiate. So, again, I think that the Wheel of Fortune is, that's just one example. There's a million things we can do with the Wheel of Fortune. Same thing in like love, for example. If we notice a problem in love, most of us ignore those problems because we're afraid we're going to lose the person. But like I always say to people, it's like, if you're truly afraid of losing a person, it's like if that problem gets bigger, you're going to lose them anyway. So it's like, you might as well take care of the problem right now and communicate about it. And if you do lose the person, they're not the right person anyway, right? So I believe that the Wheel of Fortune says we can end bad solutions much, much sooner if we pay attention and take care of those things right away. So the Wheel of Fortune is really about taking control of your destiny, in the sense that you are, taking care of the things that you need to take care of right away. You have the Devil here. Wouldn't worry too much about the Devil. The reading overall is very positive, and the Devil has come up in almost every single reading. It's Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde is a great time to look at your bad habits, or to get rid of bad habits. If you do have a bad habit and you kind of indulge in that bad habit during Mercury retrograde, you'll definitely pay the price. So I think the Devil is just saying, watch out for your bad habits. You have the Knight of Cups. For those of you that want love, this looks very, very good. We have the Knight of Cups up to the Ace of Cups to the Two of Cups. So there could be like a new person coming in for those of you that have a desire to have a connection. A Knight of Cups is like a knight in shining armor. And the other thing I would say is, like, this could just be a Capricorn with the Devil here, because we have the Ace of Cups right here as well. So I think that for some of you, could be attracting like a Capricorn, or, it could be any sign. It could be a person who has like Capricorn in their chart, or Capricorn rising or something like that. But let's see. With the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Hangman. The Hangman is about seeing things from a new perspective and gaining enlightenment because you are seeing things from a new perspective. The Wheel of Fortune is a great card for seeing things from a new perspective. The Wheel of Fortune turns, so you can take any challenges or even good things that are happening in your life. It's like, how can you twist and turn, or how can you look at good things that are happening in your life from another perspective? Like, is there a way to double down on the good stuff? Is there a way for you to multiply your successes, right? And I don't know, you're going to have to put your thinking cap on, but I would definitely do that. But same thing with the challenges. Like, is there another perspective that you could see your challenges from, so that you can overcome them in a much better way? And even, right next to it, we have Seven of Pentacles, which is a change in direction. Then we go Seven of Wands to the Strength card. It's almost like you are developing strength against your challenges, or you're becoming more capable of handling challenges because of the way that you are looking at them. With the Devil card, you have the Tower. Again, every single sign has had the Tower this week, or during this set of readings, so wouldn't surprise me if there was a global Tower moment at this time. Like I said, literally everybody. I think maybe there was like one sign that didn't have the Tower, so it wouldn't surprise me if there was like some sort of global Tower moment or something going on in the world this week. And I would just keep your head on straight. I would just focus, right? Sometimes I think those global Tower moments can become a distraction that pull us away from what we need to work on or do, so make sure that doesn't happen. With the Knight of Cups, you have the Eight of Wands. This is quick success and also communication. So some of you could be starting by communicating with a person. Again, it's a Mercury retrograde, so I think that the retrograde rules are overblown for sure. I think, yes, we should double check things. Yes, we should take our time, but I also think, a lot of people say like, oh, don't date during Mercury retrograde, and I'm like, if you followed all of the rules that you were supposed to follow according to your chart, you would live in a bubble. So, I think that tarot, astrology, it's not a prison sentence. I think it's perfectly fine to date during a retrograde as long as you understand that there might be some crossed wires, or you might have to double check things or communicate more clearly with the person, right? But again, you might just be communicating with a person. Next, in the area of what's coming in for you, you have this bravery card. This oceans card says bravery. You have this earth card. It says home. And so, you have the strength card at the end. And the strength card is a card of developing bravery or becoming more brave. And you have this courage card, this Leo card that says courage. So I kind of feel like you are becoming more, brave and courageous. I think you are facing bigger obstacles, but not like in a bad way. These are obstacles that cause you to grow. You have the Seven of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and the Six of Wands. The Seven of Pentacles is a change in direction. So some of you could be making some changes, or you could be moving away from things that no longer serve you. He's looking at those Seven Pentacles and he's saying like, is it worth it? Is the juice worth the squeeze? He's put a lot of work into something, but this could be your work, your business, your career. But he's trying to decide like whether or not there is actual growth, or if there is more growth that he could be experiencing. He's grown those pentacles. He's pretty much gotten what he can out of a situation. And now he might be thinking that he wants to grow more. And I think this whole entire reading is saying, we see a lot of growth and, a lot of like learning and kind of like being courageous and developing strength, which requires growth. So I think a lot of you are maybe making a change in work or business and moving on to things that have more growth potential. You have the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Cups can be your emotions overflowing, being very happy at this time. So it could just be like a very happy time for you just in general. Like I said, the Ace of Cups is your emotions overflowing, so I think that you're looking for more fulfillment. Like I said earlier, I also feel that there could be a love offer coming in for you. So for those of you that want love, there could be like a very solid love connection that's going to be showing up in your life. Next, you have the Six of Wands, and the Six of Wands is a card of success, and I do feel like a lot of you could be finding success at this time or having a victory. The Six of Wands, this guy is sitting on this horse, this white horse, and the white horse in the tarot represents assistance, and it is standing out to me. I never usually pay attention to like the horses and stuff in tarot, but it is standing out to me in your reading. So the white horse can represent you getting the assistance or the help from other people, or, especially if you're trying to like grow something or build something. And it might be a good time to like collaborate for you. It might be a good time to reach out to people that that could help you, accomplish something. But the Six of Wands could be, quicker success if you get help. With the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Fool. Yes, I think you're taking a leap of faith in a new direction. I think that Wheel of Fortune is very important for you in this reading. It's like saying you have noticed certain cycles in your life. It's like when we notice a cycle, if we start a new cycle, I think maybe intuitively, we kind of already know how something is going to go, right? So it's like, let's say you get a new job. It's like maybe you notice that there's a cycle going on in that new job, and it's positive. So that should tell you that there's growth available in that job. But if it's going the other direction, if it's not positive, if you notice that things are not growing, then that is also something that you need to pay attention to. So, again, I think a lot of you, the Fool, I don't really feel it's like talking about anything. I think it's more saying that you are now noticing like things that you can take advantage of and things that you cannot take advantage of. It's like you are seeing opportunities as they come along, and you're either going to take a leap of faith on opportunities that are good, and you're probably going to avoid opportunities that are not good. With the Ace of Cups, you have the Sun, a lot of happiness, definitely love, I would say, going this way. So for those of you that want a connection, I think that there is clearly a person, even if you don't want love. And look, there's a white horse right here, so I would say this is like a very helpful person. It might even be a person where it's like the two of you lift each other up together type of connection. Even if you don't want love, I feel there could be a person coming in. Now, again, you do not have to accept love into your life if you don't want it. But I'm just saying, like, even if you don't want it, that's not going to stop a person from approaching you or, entering into your life. With the Six of Wands, you have the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is like fortune after difficulty. The whole entire reading kind of says that you are moving towards a much happier time. Sun. You have the Fool, which is like being joyful and happy as well. So I think that for a lot of you, the Ten of Cups is saying that things are just improving. Again, Ten of Cups is fortune after difficulty. So maybe you've been through a difficult period of time, and now things are just improving. Next, in the area of messages from your future self, you have this beauty card. It says, somehow your looks will boost your earning power. You have this retail card. It says, start a retail business selling products or services. It also says, if you have an idea in mind, you have the green light to go for it. Yes. If you are thinking about starting a business, a side hustle, or even just changing your life in some way, I feel like this is a big green light. The whole entire reading really is like a big green light that is saying you should go for something that you want. And it could be love for some of you because you have the Two of Cups right here. So if you want love, there could be a very strong connection coming in for you. No sign is really standing out to me. It could be another fire sign is what I'm getting off of the reading. It could also be an air sign as well. So if you want love, it's probably fire or air, but again, whatever, it's a general reading. Take it how it resonates. The Two of Cups is like you and your higher self as well. And so with the Two of Cups, we can communicate more with our higher self. And the Two of Cups says, pay attention to signs, symbols, synchronicities, the things that are going on around you, because paying attention to those things will probably help you out. So I would pay attention to the signs, symbols, synchronicities. I also feel that, again, there could be a perfect match. I also feel that, again, this card, it says somehow your looks will boost your earning power, but I don't think that's talking about how you look. I think that if you are presenting a project or if you are starting a business, it's like how it looks is going to be important. So I think that working on the appearance of something is going to be helpful. You have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is about drawing a line in the sand. I definitely feel you've been working on this for a long time. I think we've talked about it, many times in your readings. That I think a lot of you are kind of like working on boundaries with people in your life. And if there are people who cross those boundaries, you're probably going to say, no, stop. You're not allowed to cross these boundaries. So again, I think that you're done being taken advantage of. I think you're done, doing things for people who don't appreciate it and all that other stuff. And we've talked about this like a million times, so I'm not going to waste my breath, right? And I'm not going to bore you to death either by talking about it again, but just put up boundaries. You have the Two of Swords here. Two of Swords, every single person has also had the Two of Swords. And Two of Swords says that, I think we all think this or that. Every single issue that exists, like, most people, there are like two sides to every single issue that exists, right? And the Two of Swords reminds us that there might be something else, a better way. And I think that, what we are going to discover during Pluto and Aquarius is a better way. It's like, I think of like, everybody's like, oh, I hate gas cars. And there are other people that are like, I hate electric cars. But it's like, what if there's something better that runs on like brainwaves or something like that, right? Or what if there's free energy, right? And so I think that what we are going to discover over the next 20 years is that there's probably just a better way to do everything instead of whatever the, acceptable solution is, whatever it happens to be. And, again, I call these third place solutions, and I believe that third place solutions are going to come from us, the little people. They're not going to come from the government, for example, right? So if you have any crazy ideas, now is the time to kind of like put those ideas out into the world. It, could make you very successful, or it could just bring up a solution that really helps the world. With the Two of Cups, you have the Two of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. You have time to make a move. Both cards are not moving. Two of Wands, he's staying in a comfort zone. With the Knight of Pentacles, he's kind of not moving. And he's hesitating. He's being too cautious. So I think it would be a good time for you to like make a move on something. If you are interested in a person, it could be making a move on a person. It could also be that person though. Like maybe that person needs to make a move on you. So take it how it resonates. With the Seven of Wands, you have the King of Pentacles. This could be a earth sign that you're attracting into your life as well. King of Pentacles is normally Taurus, but, again, it could be any sign that you're attracting. King of Pentacles is usually a person who's very stable, secure, who's focused on wealth, and that does not have to be financial wealth. This could just be a wealthy person. They could be very abundant. They could have an abundance of love to give or whatever. So, again, I think you could be attracting like a wealthy person. With the Two of Swords, You have the Knight of Swords. Yeah, Knight of Swords says don't rush. Knight of Swords also usually comes up a lot during Mercury retrograde. And during Mercury retrograde, I always say that Knight of Swords to me is my card of getting a second opinion. So if you're about to spend a lot of money on like your car or getting your house fixed or anything like that, I think it's always worth it to get a second opinion, because Knight of Swords says like maybe the person you're dealing with right now, if you are having something done or if you need to have something done, it's like they might not be bad. It's like they might not be trying to screw you financially on purpose. They just might not know a better way. And so I think it's always worth it to get a second opinion, especially during Mercury retrograde with the Knight of Swords. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this Maiden card. It says, a new relationship blossoms. Yes, there clearly could be a new connection here. You have this Gate card. It says, a barrier is keeping you from your goals, but it's showing up in the good stuff, which would tell me that you are overcoming, or you probably are, overcoming an obstacle that has been getting in your way. So if there are any obstacles to you getting what you want, I think you could be removing those obstacles. You have the High Priestess, very intuitive time, so I would trust your intuition. Also, the thing I'm getting on the High Priestess is that, she is really the card of potential. Like, yes, she represents intuition, but she has no roof over her head here, and it represents the fact that whatever she's setting her mind to, there's no limits to what she can accomplish. So I think that it's really a good time to really believe in yourself and try to accomplish the impossible dream, the impossible goal. I tell everyone, we have Neptune and Pisces right now. Neptune and Pisces is the big crazy ass idea that you have. Like, I want to start, breeding unicorns in my backyard. Impossible. Most people would say that's impossible. But with Neptune and Pisces, if there was ever a time where it was possible, it might be right now. So Neptune and Pisces says, take your big dream and bring it down to earth. We also have Saturn and Pisces, which I think is no coincidence, because Saturn is like, well, if you put the work in, if you actually make it happen, you will make it happen. You have the King of Swords. I do feel you could be attracting a King of Swords type person, someone with a lot of knowledge and wisdom. King of Swords could be someone who's more mature or older than you, and it could be an air sign. So again, if you're looking for love, there you go, could be a person. The King of Swords also says, like I said here, that, the Knight of Swords might be the person who doesn't know how to do something the right way. The King of Swords is usually like an expert or a mentor. So again, if you have a problem, or maybe not even a problem, if you're just like hiring a person to do something around your house, the King of Swords with the Knight of Swords probably says there's probably a better person. You have the Strength card, which the whole entire reading says that you have been developing a lot of courage and strength, and I feel like this courage and strength is finally going to start paying off. So if you've been through a difficult period of time where you've had to develop strength, it's paying off. With the High Priestess, you have the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands, to me, can be a card, of course, it's a card of perseverance and not giving up, but to me, it's a card of experimentation. It's my card of throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. So I think it would be an amazing time for you to like experiment with new ideas, new ways of doing things. And if you do that, you'll probably discover something new. With the King of Swords, you have the Queen of Pentacles right here. So King and Queen of Pentacles, definitely a divine counterpart. So if you're attracting love, I think you could be attracting like a divine counterpart or a perfect match into your life. With the Strength card, you have the Star card, yes. So you have the Sun and the Star, which I think happened in your last reading as well. But the Sun and the Star together is like fame and fortune. So I think a lot of you could be, attracting something really, really good. And it doesn't mean you're necessarily going to become famous, but, it's really good for, positive attention. You have this Dog far away. It says a distant friend is thinking of you. Yeah, I think Mercury retrograde, again, if there's like a person you haven't been in touch with in a while, it might be a good time to get in touch with an old friend. Again, it doesn't have to be a lover. I think this could just be a person that you haven't talked to in a while. Maybe you want to reach out to them. You have this Skull card that says hidden secrets can harm you. I think you've learned a lot. We talked about this earlier, about how you've learned a lot about your relationships, the people that you deal with. And I think that you've learned that secretive people are not for you, and you're just probably, putting up boundaries against people that are, putting up are secretive. You have this Angel card that says spiritual guidance, protection from harm. I think you had another card of spiritual guidance. Yeah, the Spirit World card. It says your spirit guides are sending you helpful people and opportunities your way. So again, anything that pops up at this time, this could be coming from source, or, your angels or your guides or whatever you believe in. And so I would, take advantage of any opportunities. The High Priestess, unlimited potential. Again, sometimes we don't even realize how much potential something has with the High Priestess until we do it. So, if you have any opportunities that are popping up, I would double down on those opportunities. You have this dog card that says protection from a powerful friend. You are clearly protected at this time. We see a lot of boundaries, 7 of Wands, 9 of Wands, the Spirit card, this Angel card, this card. So, if you're worried that, if you take a risk, you're going to be hurt or whatever, probably not. You have this needle and thread. It says, a sincere wish will be granted. Love it. So I think you are getting something you wish for. Really, I think it's because you've developed a lot of strength. The courage card, the bravery card, the strength card here. And so it's like all your hard work is paying off, or, all the things that you've been through. I think maybe this week you could be seeing how all of that is worth it. And now you're like getting the reward. So really good, Sag. I like it. I like where this is going. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your month.